Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are we all doing? So today, in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to make this simple and cute coin purse or change purse. And super simple, and it only consists of using the single crochet. And it's all going to be made in one long strip, and all you do is just fold it. Anyway, we'll get to that, but here's what it looks like when it's unfolded. Have some a cute little donut button here, and here's the inside. Now you can line this if you want to, but because its stitches are like so close together, you don't really have to. But to be honest, I would recommend it just for that extra security. And then here's the flap. On the flap, you'll be making your double crochet, so you can use that for your buttonhole, like so. Ouch. Come on. There we go. See? Just like that. So, and this pattern was not written by me. I'm using the pattern from Red Heart, and I'm also going to be using some yarn from Red Heart. So you got Red Heart Super Saver, and the color, I think it's gold. And no, this video is not sponsored. Okay, so what size hook am I supposed to be using? I have my pattern right here pulled up on my computer because it is downloadable. So I went to their site and just went to download their pattern, and it's free. So I will link the pattern in the description box below. Alright, let me figure out what hook I'm supposed to use, because that's something I did not check before starting this video. So give me 1 second. Oh, okay. So I'm supposed to use an I-9 hook, which is right here. Perfect. And so the first step it calls for, it wants us to make a chain of 18. Whoops. So let's go ahead and make our slip knot. Okay. Alright, and now we're going to chain 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need more yarn. I guess I'll just rip this open. I'm gonna say I was at 11. Let me count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Alright, so we've made 18 chains. The next thing we need to do, so for row 1, you're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook, and in each chain across. And that's going to leave you with 17 stitches. So remember, you do not, under any circumstance, go through this stitch. No. You're going to go through the second one, right here. And you're going to make your first single crochet. Remember, for your single crochet, stick the needle through the stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. Remember that. And you're going to do that for 17 stitches. In the beginning, I'm like very slow in trying to get my stitches. There we go. Okay, so I just did my first row of single crochets, and you should have 17 of them. Now, row 2 says to chain 1 and single crochet in each single crochet and turn. So, to do that, you're going to chain 1, yarn over and pull through, and then you're going to turn your work. And then you're going to go back into the same stitch right here and begin your work. And put your first single crochet through there. And then what the rest of it says for row 2 is repeat row 2 until you measure 8 inches, which is 20 centimeters, from the beginning and ending with the wrong side row. Place a marker at each end of the last row worked. I will show you what that means once we've worked. Once we reach 8 inches of this, because like I said, it's gonna be like a long panel, I guess you would call it. So make sure you have a measuring tape nearby you as well. So we're just going to continue on here, and we're going to make our single crochet, and we're going to keep doing that until we reach 8 inches. So, whoops, hold on. So I will meet you guys back here once we have 8 inches of our coin purse made. Okay, so I just finished doing this long panel here, strip, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how many rows I did, but it now measures 8 inches. I will show you guys. Yeah, that's 8 inches. And so for the next step, we have to, what does it say here? It says, continue working in single crochet for 1.5 inches more, ending with the wrong side row. So yeah. So basically you're just gonna crochet for like another 1.5 inches. So you're basically gonna be at 9.5 inches. So, like usual, as you come to the end of your work, you're just gonna chain 1 and turn. And then you're just gonna continue crocheting until you reach 9.5 inches, which will probably be 3 or 4 rows. I don't remember. Alright, so I just crocheted for 1.5 inches more, and I only had to do it for like 4 rows. So I'm now at 9.5 inches. So the next thing we have to do is, oh yeah, by the way, we're actually starting to work on the flap. I didn't mention that earlier, but we are working on the flap part now. You're supposed to end up on the wrong side of the project. So basically, I don't know if it'll register through with my camera. Let me see if I can see the difference here. To tell you the truth, I'm actually having a hard time seeing it in real life too. Okay, so yeah, this is the back side, because I guess you can see like the bumps of the stitches. And then this would be the right side. Let me explain it to you like this. All right, you see this tail that's been at the very beginning. If it's on, let me see. If your tail is on the left side, then it's on the wrong side. If it's on the right side, well, it's on the right side. So yeah, that's the best I can explain it. I don't really know how to explain that. I guess like when you progress more into your crocheting, you'll start to see it for yourself, but I don't really know how to explain how to like identify. I feel like it's kind of something you need to see on your own. But anyway, okay, so now that we've landed on the wrong side, next thing it says for the next row on the right side, you have to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet on the right side. Okay. This is 9.5 inches, is it not? Let me double check. No, it is not. I calculated wrong. It's only 9 inches. I will be right back. All right, so I did one more row. I'm now at 9.5 inches. This string right here is facing on the right side, so I'm on the front side. Let me double check again. Yeah, I'm at 9.5. Okay, so now we can continue on. And what it says is to chain 3. And that chain 3 is going to count as a double crochet. So we go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to turn our work. And then it says skip the first single crochet and double crochet in each remaining single crochet to end. So technically what that means, you're not going to go into this first stitch right here. You're going to go into the second one right here. So let's go ahead and do our double crochet. So I did my first one, and then you're just going to double crochet in the rest of the row. And this right here is actually creating a space for where you put your button. And I'll explain that when it's time to sew on the button. Okay, so I just did my row of double crochets. Before I move on, let me just address that if you see your project is curling up, you don't need to worry about it. Cause like we're gonna fold it, so you really don't have to worry about it. So anyway, now for the next step, for the last thing we need to do, we're gonna chain 1 and turn our work. And it says to single crochet in each double crochet across, fasten off. So all we're gonna do is single crochet. We're gonna go into this first stitch right here, and then you're just gonna single crochet until you get to the other side. Oops. Hey guys, sorry about that. My phone wasn't on airplane mode, so I ended up getting a call. But yeah, let me show you guys again on how to fold this thing. So basically, I would leave about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 or 4 rows out. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, leave about 4 or 5 rows out, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna connect the ends together with stitch markers. If you don't know what those are, they look like something like this. This one, all you gotta do is just stick it through, and this other one, you have to stick through and secure. I would prefer these because you don't have to worry about them coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one end and pin those together. Oops. All right, let me get my other one. And like, you can find these in a local craft store. You can probably even find them at Walmart or order online, whatever you want to do. All right, so I just pinned the 2 sides. Now what I didn't realize, okay, I know I told you guys to leave a long tail for sewing, but because what I wanted to do was use that and to sew up the sides here. But this is our flap, and I can't switch it because the row of single crochets is going to be used as a space to put your button through. So we're just going to cut ourselves a fresh piece of yarn. Why not? Yeah, it should be long enough. So cut yourself a long enough strand so you can use it for both sides. It'll save you time. Alrighty, got my long strand of yarn here. And you're also going to need a yarn needle or tapestry needle. A tapestry needle, well, yeah, it's a yarn needle. So you just thread it through. Now they do come in different sizes. If you have like a smaller size, they're usually like blue. That's fine too. But this one's always stuck around because like I'm very bad at keeping up with my tapestry needles, but somehow I managed to keep this one for the longest of time. And the same goes for my stitch markers. All right, so anyway, I just threaded my yarn needle, and now we're gonna take our project and we're gonna start at the stitch marker, and you stick it stick your yarn needle through both ends. Now you don't want both ends of the yarn to go through, or else it's gonna come out. Sewing 101. So yeah, just go ahead and stick your yarn through, leave one tail out and pull the other, and then I like to go back in through that same stitch. You can find it, and make a knot so I can secure it so it won't get loose. And you can go ahead and remove the stitch marker, but just this one. Don't remove the other one. Oops. There we go. All right, now we can resume our sewing. So yeah, and so you can just like whip stitch it through. Basically what a whip stitch is, you just go through both ends. And you just go along it's much quicker and faster. So you're gonna do that all the way down here, and then you're gonna flip and do the same thing to the other side. So go ahead and do that, and I will meet you guys when we are finished. Oops, so much string.